Hello and welcome to lesson 2 of week 1. In this lesson, we're going to look at how to sort query data. My name is Mildred. In the last lesson, we looked at how to use the select statement to query data or to get columns or rows of information from a database table. Now we want to query the data to return information from a table, and we want to be able to sort this data in the result that is returned. So we want to go back, use classic models, and then we've selected the database that we want to use. We want to select records from a table. Let's look at the tables again. So we have customers, employees, offices, other details, others, payments, product line. Let's see what we have in the employees table. So we use a select statement like this. Select all from employees. Now we have a table of employees with multiple rows, and we have the column names to be employee number, last name, first name, extension. We have the email, we have the office code, we have the reports to job title. So we know exactly what columns are in this table, and we want to see how we want to select records from this table, and we want to also sort this record when we select. In MySQL or in SQL, when we want to sort record, we use a clause called order by, like this. So you select from table name, order by, then column names. So you can have one column, you can have multiple columns. It's always a comma separated list. So let's say we want to select everything from the employees table, but we want to sort this in ascending order of the last name, right? So we say order by, the column name is last name. Ascending, ASC is the default order. So you want to put ASC here to tell you what order, or you want to leave it because ascending is the default if you do not specify any order. And when we run this, we'll see it is sorted by last name in ascending order, B, C, D. If we want it in descending order, we use DESC like this, and then it sorts this in descending order of the last name. We can also sort using two criteria. Let's say we want to sort it in ascending order by last name and then descending order by first name. So for instance, if we have someone with the last name Abel and the first name Zainab, Abel Zainab will show first than somebody who has a last name Abel and the first name Anna, right? Because the first name should be descending. So when it sorts last name in ascending order, it gets the first name in descending order of the sorted last name. So when we run this, we have the first name in descending order of the last name. So we get all of the employees with the last name B sorted in ascending order, and then now get all of the first name for these employees and now organize this by the descending order. So when we look at this, it gets a little confusing when we have two sort criteria like this. First name in descending order. So we look at this, L and L for Larry, and there's G in between both of them. What does it do? Because it sets these two first in ascending order, they come first, and when it takes these two, it now looks at which should come first from this, and we say in descending order. So the one with L comes first, and then the one before the one with G, and then it takes the next one and looks at it. L, it first of all gets the last name in ascending order, and then looks at all of those last name, the first name for the corresponding last name, and sorts them in groups like that in descending order. So when you want to have this kind of sorting, this is what you will do. Now also note that you don't have to select all the columns. We only want to work on last name and first name, so we can say last name, first name, like that. And so when we return, we only dealing with last name and first name. Okay, there are computed expressions that we can use as our sort criteria, and because we are not looking at aggregate functions now, we are not going to go deeply until week 6 when we look at aggregate functions in depth. So let's say we want to calculate things on the fly. Let's look at a table that might illustrate this properly. So let's see the order details table. So let's select all from order details and see what it holds. Now this table holds columns, order number, product code, quantity ordered, price each. Now let's illustrate how we can compute things in our sorting. Quantity ordered and price for each of these. So for us to get the total amount of this order, we have to multiply 30 by 136, this by this. So it's always quantity order times the unit price for each of the items. But we want to sort this, and we want to get the order that has the highest total amount. Maybe we want to do in descending order, and then we want to also get the order that has the lowest total amount. So we can use sorting to do this. Select order number, product code. So we want to just select specific columns. Product code from order details, order by. So we want to order by quantity ordered times price each, right? So this is what we want to do, and we want to do this in descending order, so we can get the one with the total amount first. Now this is not going to calculate the total amount and give us the total amount because we are not doing aliases yet. We just wanted to sort it out without telling us what the product of this is. Alright, so when we run this, we'll get the order number and the product code in descending order. If we select all, we'll be able to see the prices that will make us know that what we have done is correct, like this. So you see 66 times 174.29 will give us a higher number than the next and the next because it's in descending order. If I remove the descending, we'll get the one that gives us the lowest total before the highest total. So this is how we use the order by clause to sort the records that we want in either ascending or descending order, or by different criteria that we can compute on the fly. This is where we end this lesson. Thank you and see you in the next lesson.